Carlos Sainz is being very cautious in deciding where he will race in the 2025 Formula One season after his departure from Ferrari. The Spanish driver's options seem to be narrowed down to two teams, Williams or Audi, which will officially join F1 in 2026 but will continue racing under the Sauber name next year. The big question is, which of these teams should Sainz choose? Audi is ready to build a team around him. Sainz says it's a lottery, but in reality, what he's about to do is more like making a big gamble. Choosing between two of the currently slowest teams in the paddock is not something he would have imagined a year ago. It's hard to judge from the outside, and only Sainz and his managers have a complete view of the potential future of these teams. But it has to be Audi, right? The key elements are well known. It's a massive project, backed by a major manufacturer, full of ambition and financial resources. It's an opportunity for Sainz to finally have a team built around him. Has it occurred to him that all the doors he knocked on in recent months were closed for the same reason? Red Bull is built around Max Verstappen, and the choice of the second driver is dictated by the need to keep the Dutchman satisfied. Verstappen has been with Red Bull since he was 16, and the team is practically his home. For Sainz, who has been seeking a position where he can be the main focus, Audi represents that chance. Imagining himself as the lead driver in Audi's new and ambitious project can be tempting for Sainz. Having a team willing to invest and grow around him is a rare and valuable opportunity. Additionally, Audi's entry into Formula One brings with it immense potential for technological and competitive evolution. On the other hand, Williams also offers a unique opportunity. With a rich history and a renewed desire to return to the top, the British team can provide Sainz with an environment where he can shine and make a difference. Sainz is at a crucial crossroads in his career. Choosing Audi means betting on a bright future with a new and promising team. Opting for Williams could represent a chance to revive an iconic team and elevate his career to new heights of success. Mercedes is not yet entirely George Russell's team, but Toto Wolff has no intention of replacing his driver with Carlos Sainz. In fact, given the current situation, Wolff is ready to promote Andrea Kimi Antonelli, a young Mercedes talent, to Formula One instead of opting for Sainz, who already has victories to his name. When Ferrari needed to choose a partner for Lewis Hamilton, they preferred Charles Leclerc, a driver who has been with the team since childhood. There is no room for Sainz at McLaren either, as the team clearly belongs to Lando Norris. Sainz began his journey in Formula One with Red Bull, but had the misfortune of competing at the same time as Max Verstappen. Realizing that it would be difficult to compete with the Dutchman within the Red Bull system was a wise decision. Since then, Sainz has never found a team that fully supported him. That team might be Audi, a major manufacturer with an ambitious project. In the long term, Audi seems to have more chances of success compared to Williams, while still respecting the efforts of Dorilton Capital and James Vowles. Many talk about Sauber's current difficulties, but these are just part of the transition process to becoming Audi. Don't be misled by the rhetoric. This team is willing to face short-term sacrifices to strengthen itself in the future. For example, consider the recent problems with pit stops. These issues wouldn't be news if the team hadn't decided to radically update their hardware. Some setbacks during this transition period are a price that Andreas Seidl and his team are willing to pay. The same applies to mid-season engineering changes. Sauber is preparing to become Audi. It would be more concerning if the team were operating at full steam now rather than preparing for the future. It may seem strange for Sainz to choose a team that is currently at the bottom of the standings. But then again, who would have wanted to go to Honda at the end of 2008? It's hard to imagine Audi competing with the leaders as early as 2026, but stranger things have happened in Formula One. What matters most for Sainz is not whether he will be struggling to get out of Q1 or in the lower top 10 positions next year. He wants to fight for titles in the future. And a full-fledged manufacturer team is always a better choice for those aiming for the ultimate prize. After all, his long-term plan can always include a return to Ferrari. Unlike Fernando Alonso, Sainz has never completely burned bridges with the teams he has raced for. commenting on Sainz's possible decision, acknowledges the complexity of choices in Formula One. A driver's career depends on many factors, and Sainz's decision to choose Audi can be seen as a strategic bet aimed at a promising future. Audi, with its infrastructure and resources, offers a unique opportunity for Sainz to establish himself as a top driver. This choice also reflects Sainz's ability to think long-term. He is aware that in such a competitive sport, patience and strategic vision are essential for success. He still has unfinished business with Renault, as made clear by his statements in 2018. At McLaren, he remains highly valued. Currently, he is an important member of the Ferrari team and has not publicly shown any dissatisfaction with the team's decisions. In fact, he expressed his happiness for Charles Leclerc's victory in Monaco. Therefore, if the gamble on Audi doesn't pay off in 3 years and Hamilton decides to retire, he will probably have the chance to return. However, by then, he might not need that opportunity. Williams still seems to be the best option. While the allure of Audi is understandable, especially for a driver whose father was a key part of the manufacturer's success in motorsport, Williams has much to offer to prove itself as the ideal choice. The major negatives associated with the Grove-based team can easily be turned into positives, considering the work being done behind the scenes since James Vowles took over as team director. To say that the factory and racing team were behind in terms of overall operations is an understatement. Vowles frequently mentions the past deficiencies. Imagine, they were still using Excel spreadsheets. But since Vowles, the former strategy director at Mercedes, arrived, he has revolutionized the entire team. This is a slow process, but with a focus on the future and, not least, on redefining the rules for 2026. The results since the beginning of 2023 have been promising, given the low expectations placed on Williams. Alex Albon has emerged as a star, while Logan Sargent has shown that the car's speed doesn't solely depend on his teammates' talent, even if only on a few occasions. This year has brought some issues, such as the lack of spare chassis at the start, forcing the team to run with only one car in the Australian GP. However, these problems are a reflection of the progress being made behind the scenes. If the team can consistently stay on the edge of the points in their current form, the future can only be positive. It is exciting to think about the possibilities opening up for Sainz and Williams. The dedication and hard work of Vowles are transforming the team, and with a talented driver like Sainz, they can reach new heights. If he chooses Williams, he could become the leader the team needs to return to the top. The evolution of Williams in recent months shows a promising future. The combination of an experienced driver like Sainz with a new direction from Vowles could be the recipe for success. The bet on Audi is tempting, but Williams offers the stability and growth opportunity that Sainz is looking for. The Formula One landscape is changing, and Williams is ready to embrace this new era. With Sainz at the wheel, they have the chance to reinvent themselves and compete on equal footing with the top teams on the grid. Williams has been working hard to make strategic hires in management positions to strengthen its position on the grid, including the addition of the experienced Pat Fry. These changes aim to ensure continuous progress and prepare the team for a fresh start with the 2026 regulations, offering a chance to start with an advantage, unlike what happened 2 years ago when a problematic car and pre-season difficulties left the team struggling to be competitive. The choice of power unit will be a determining factor for Carlos Sainz. While Audi will participate with its own engine, offering potential advantages, this will be a completely new venture for the brand. This could bring challenges similar to those faced by Honda in the past decade, possibly taking years for the power unit to become competitive against established manufacturers like Ferrari, Mercedes, and Honda. On the other hand, Williams will use the Mercedes unit, which, according to rumors in the paddock, looks promising for the new regulations. Although Williams will have to settle for customer supply, limiting certain design features of the car to fit the engine, this hasn't stopped McLaren from significantly outperforming Mercedes' efforts over the past 18 months. Another crucial aspect that could influence Sainz's decision is Williams' upward trajectory. The team has shown steady progress and is becoming more competitive each month. In contrast, Sauber, which will become the Audi team, is struggling to find good performance, with the C44 frequently ending up at the back of the pack. Sainz's decision, therefore, involves considering not only the promises and future plans, but also the current reality of the teams. Williams, with its recent history of recovery and progress and a reliable Mercedes engine, offers a solid option. Audi, though an exciting opportunity with a large and ambitious project, carries the inherent risk of being a new entry in the competitive world of Formula One. Sainz's history in Formula One, marked by his ability to adapt and consistent performance, indicates that he will seek an environment where he can maximize his potential. Valtteri Bottas and Zhou Guanyu have been struggling with their car's performance on the track. Additionally, frequent issues during pit stops, indicating the need for garage equipment updates, are a disheartening challenge for any driver, especially someone of Carlos Sainz's caliber. Seeing a car repeatedly stationary for long periods is not attractive to a driver with victory ambitions. For Sainz, this moment is crucial. He needs to seriously consider momentum and progress when making his choice, avoiding wasting an entire year while waiting for the new 2026 regulations. This need to maintain momentum might push him towards Williams. James Vowles, the director of Williams, has been receiving a lot of praise recently, something that Sainz has noticed. The partnership between him and Albon might be exactly what Williams needs to become a consistent podium contender in the coming years. The combination of Sainz's and Albon's skills could be the catalyst to elevate the team to a new level of competitiveness. Albon's consistent performance has already shown the car's potential, and adding Sainz to the team could create a powerful dynamic capable of challenging top teams. Williams, with its continuous improvements and Vowles' leadership, seems to be on the right path to reclaiming its historic prominence in Formula One. As Sainz considers his options, the decision to join Williams might be the most strategic. With a constantly evolving car and a dedicated technical team, he would have the opportunity to significantly contribute to the team's resurgence. Moreover, collaborating with Albon could create a formidable duo capable of facing any challenge on the track. Sainz's choice is not just about the next year, but about his legacy and future in Formula One. Williams, with its history of success and renewed ambition, offers a stage where he can shine and reach new heights in his career. If Sainz joins Williams, we can expect an exciting and surprising season, with the potential to change the balance of power in Formula One. If you enjoyed this analysis and want to follow more impactful stories and opinions about the world of Formula One, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any exciting news stories. Thank you for following us and see you next time.